Welcome to IELTShelp.com's General IELTS Test Preparation videos. You will now see Medina from Azerbaijan score a fantastic Band 9 for her performance on this speaking interview. I will then explain her mark and give you tips on how you can get these high band scores. For many more lessons, including original practice exams, a fully interactive course for your computer and mobile, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Now watch and learn. Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and I'm recording this for marking purposes. May I see your identification?
Yes, please. This is the passport I use for registration.
Thank you. And what is your full name?
My first name is Medina, and my family name is Sayadova. Please call me Medina.
Okay, Medina. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better, and some questions on a general topic. Do you work or study?
Currently, I'm working part-time as a customer service agent at a telecom company, and I'm studying full-time in the 4th year of chemistry program. I'm studying to be a chemist.
What is your favorite color?
I like the color green because it's vibrant and full of life. I like to have a lot of green around my house.
Let's talk about daily life. What do you usually do for fun?
There are a few activities I do for enjoyment. I like hanging out with friends and family. I like going to the movies or going for a swim. Just yesterday I swam for an hour or so, and I had a really good time.
Where do you like to go for food?
Whenever it's possible to go out to eat, I like to go to a nearby restaurant called the Green Garden. They have different types of food, and all of them are quite tasty. The food is always fresh, and I really like the atmosphere with all the plants and greenery. As I said, I like the color green.
Who do you like spending time with?
I like spending time with my family and friends. I have few friends that I've grown up with, and we are quite close. I spent at least couple of hours with my good friend Leila. Just before coming to this exam, we had a really good chat on WhatsApp. She helped me to do some last-minute practice.
Have there been any big changes in your daily activities over the past year?
Yes, of course, there have been some major changes because of pandemic. I haven't been meeting up with my family and friends as often as before, and also I've been doing lots of my work and study from home. That aside, some of my routines stay the same, such as reading books or going for runs.
If you could add one more activity to each day, what would it be?
There are a few engagements I like to add to my day if I had a bit more time. One that is on top of the list is to do at least half an hour of deep meditation, either in the morning or evening. I think it will be really beneficial for my body and soul.
That is the end of part 1. Now we will continue with part 2. For part 2, I will show you a card. Please don't touch the card. You have a pencil and some note paper beside you. You will have 1 minute to read the questions. Think about your answers. And then you will have 2 minutes to speak. You can take notes in the 1 minute if you wish. Talk about an important trip that was delayed. Your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Medina, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
I was planning to start my master's studies in chemistry in Canberra, Australia, at the Australian National University this year, but I had to postpone this because of current pandemic. This is exceptionally important to me because the school is ranked top 100 in the world for its graduate chemistry program, and it has one of the great professors in the field. I've been preparing for this trip for a couple of years, going back to 2017. I've been studying lots and getting good grades in my bachelor's program so I can meet the qualification requirements at ANU. My dream is to study under one of the distinguished professors at ANU and later do research and development for pharmaceuticals at the university or a large corporation. I'd love to work on the medication to treat and cure cancer and some other life-threatening illnesses. However, the pandemic that broke out in 2019 put a halt on these plans as the national borders closed for tourists, and it has become really hard to take the necessary steps to get to Canberra. At the moment, the university is not accepting international students, although they are helping me through the application process online, so that when the studies come back to normal, I can begin my studies at ANU. This hasn't concluded yet. I'm still in the process of application, such as doing this exam right now. Nevertheless, I'm really optimistic that this COVID situation will be resolved soon and I can start my studies at fall 2021.
Okay, I'll stop you there. Please turn over the note paper and put it to the side. Also put the pencil to the side. Thank you. And now we will continue with part 3. I will ask you a question in connection to your response to part 2 and some questions related to this topic. How have you been using your time which resulted from this delay?
I have been putting extra hours in study, like in my chemistry knowledge and English. In fact, I have been combining these two by reading the chemistry books in English. I think this will help to find my footing faster once I arrive in Canberra.
Let's talk about managing challenging situations. What is important to keep in mind when unexpected events affect planning?
When an unplanned event impacts the situation, it's important to remember to stay calm and focused. It's necessary to keep in mind that life goes on and there will be an outcome.
Can you elaborate on this a bit?
Yes, let's say a person catches cold right before the important exam. They shouldn't panic, they should try to reschedule. And well, if they cannot, there will be more opportunities for learning in their future.
What are some common situations around the world that can suddenly influence people's planning?
As I have just mentioned, illness and an accident can have an abrupt interruption in plans, as well as financial or family troubles.
Which of these is the most difficult to deal with and why?
Well, I think death and illness are the most challenging dilemmas to deal with, such as car accident or losing a parent.
How has technology helped in managing the influence of unforeseeable effects on scheduling?
Well, technological developments have been quite useful in mitigating the damage caused by unexpected events. Communication technologies such as mobile phones have been quite helpful in the way that they allow us to quickly connect and discuss the situation and ask for assistance.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, like say a person gets in a traffic accident on their way to work. They can call immediately the office and tell them that they cannot make it on time or at all. Also, they can reach out and call a tow truck and ambulance right away.
Let's talk about personal management skills. What life skills can help people stay in control of unplanned situations?
I have learned that stress management is absolutely necessary, as well as analytical skills. With a combination of these two attributes, people can stay calm and figure out the best solutions for the problem, such as throwing salt and flour to the oil fire in the kitchen instead of water.
Where can people learn these?
I think individuals can pick up these skills through example or experience. I have seen my mom and dad handle some surprise situations with a cool head, and it taught me to do the same.
Some people believe that keeping emotions under control is essential when dealing with new and challenging situations. Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
Yes, absolutely. My previous explanation was in direct relation to this. Emotional control is the definition of keeping a cool head. I think that staying confident instead of fear and panic is the right emotional response in a novel context, especially the ones that are dangerous or consequential.
That is the end of part 3. That concludes the speaking portion of the exam. You will have your mark with the other sections in a few days' time, and you will get your certificate within a couple of weeks. Have a great rest of your day, and make sure to take your identification with you, Medina.
Thank you a lot.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye-bye. So why does Medina get a band 9 for her performance on the speaking interview? Well, she fulfills all of the criteria of fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. For fluency, she speaks without pausing to think about vocabulary or grammar to express herself. She is coherent. She answers all questions with a lot of detail and giving good explanations. Her lexical resource is broad. She's able to paraphrase elements of the questions in her answers. She's able to use expressions and idiomatic language naturally, and she's able to use a broad range of vocabulary. For grammatical range and accuracy, she is accurate most of the time, only making occasional mistakes that a native speaker could also make. She uses complex grammar, including present perfect, past perfect, continuous forms, passive forms, and conditionals. Medina's pronunciation is clear and easily comprehensible. Although she does not sound like a native speaker of English, all of her words can be easily understood. So for these reasons, she gets the band 9 score on her speaking interview. You can do the same. Just make sure to practice daily, and you will improve. Use English as much as possible. Speak English to all of your friends, your family, and relatives who also know the language. Don't be shy. Tell them that you have an upcoming IELTS exam and you really want the best score possible. Practice really does make perfect. Good luck on your next test. Beyond natural everyday use of English as much as possible, of course, you also have to do structured speaking practice with correction and feedback. A great way to do this is to record your IELTS practice speaking interviews. Then transcribe what you have said and identify mistakes using grammar check software. Of course, getting the help of professionals is also very useful. You can do this on our website by clicking the Speaking Interview Practice button in your My Student account. Once you have identified your mistakes, be sure to make corrections and then re-speak, re-record, and listen back. Always check to make sure that you are improving both your grammar, vocabulary, and the content of what you're saying. If you find that you have a missing example, make sure to add it the next time that you record. Keep doing this over and over, and I guarantee that your communication and your English skills will improve. Good luck the next time you sit your IELTS exam. For many more lessons like this one, including over 100 hours of videos, a fully interactive course for your computer and mobile, as well as original practice exams, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Begin learning for success today.